Hello, I'm Lelda Smits for the Finance News Network, and joining me from Red Sky Energy is its Managing Director, Rohan Gillespie. Rohan, welcome back to FNN.
Yeah, thank you, Lelda.
Red Sky Energy is an energy development company focused on developing solar projects. At what stage is your flagship Dubbo 1 solar project?
Yes, our first project, the Dubbo Solar 1 project, is ready to go. We have development consents in place with the Dubbo City Council. We've entered into a 40-year lease on the land from the Dubbo City Council, and we've also got a connection agreement with Essential Energy, which allows us to export our electricity to the grid.
Now, the company's solar energy business Solier developed a managed investment scheme which the Australian Tax Office has just issued a product ruling for. What is the significance for making your projects viable without subsidies?
Yeah, the significance is that the tax-effective structure that we've developed makes our projects up to a quarter of the cost of funding than competing projects. So that really means that we can get to market first. So these projects are viable without subsidies.
So Rohan, what are the benefits for investors?
So the way we've structured this funding approach is to allow individuals to own a portion of the project. So each investor owns the PV panels and the microinverters, and they get depreciation benefits from investing, and they also have a long life, steady cash flow from that investment.
And how does Red Sky Energy expect to benefit?
Well, it really gives us a first mover advantage. Where others are struggling to get these projects up and get them built, we now have a funding structure that gives us a competitive advantage. So we're going to be out there the first in the line to get our utility scale Dubbo project up and running. And because of the lower cost funding, we can make it a viable source of fees for the company.
And from an industry perspective, why is the new funding structure significant?
Well, it significantly lowers the cost of funding these projects by as much as 25%. And the implication of that is that we can sell these projects on a spot basis and receive the time of day premium that the solar would enjoy in the electricity market. There really is a big role for solar going forward. Traditionally, people have struggled to fund these projects because they haven't been cost competitive. And also they've tried to fund it with a lot of bank debt, which is not appropriate for how you sell the electricity, which is on a spot basis. So we've turned the industry on its head a bit with this funding structure. It's all equity. Our investors are going to take price risks. We can sell on a spot basis, and that makes these projects viable without subsidies.
Looking closer at your Dubbo Solar 1 project, what are the next steps?
Okay, well, we're going to launch the applications for funding for the Dubbo project within the next month or so. We're going to keep those open until about October. And then if we're successful in securing that funding, we'll start to construct the project, and it'll be completed by about May or June next year. And at that point in time, the investors get their depreciation benefit.
Finally, Rohan, the Dubbo Solar 1 project validates your business structure. How does Red Sky Energy plan to capitalise on its development in the future?
Yes, well, successfully developing and funding Dubbo means that we've proved our business model. So what we're going to do is follow Dubbo with a portfolio of projects totalling about 25 megawatts, which would be about $50 million. We think we can do that on a sustainable basis every year thereafter.
Rohan Gillespie, thank you for the update to Red Sky Energy.
Thank you.